right, guys, top of the morning. Happy December 18th. It is really, really good to see your faces. I've had an incredible December. I've been across this beautiful country and I've met some amazing people. And I talk a lot about you guys, a lot about your accomplishments, what we've been able to achieve together as a collective. And I just want to say, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for making me better. Thank you for being open-minded enough to allow me and this group to pour into you. It means the world to me, and I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. I am grateful for every single person on the screen and grateful for every person that will watch this in the future. And I just want to say thank you guys for amazing, amazing contributions in 2024 and what we're going to create in 2025. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna have everyone mute themselves. Thank you, Matt. I'm gonna have somebody bring us out on the field, and this person's gonna set the tone and set the sentiment for the group today. And Kelly Hilker, sorry, it's gonna be you. And I didn't prompt you on this, but here's how this goes, Kelly. You're going to share with people your sentiment. It's like we're coming out of the tunnel on game day on a Sunday, and you're hyping us up and you're sharing what your thoughts are this time of year. You got so many things to be grateful for. You shared some of your experiences at Focus and Fire, which I really appreciate. But Kelly, I'm going to give you the mic because your energy is contagious, and I'm going to have you bring us out on the field on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning. No pressure at all. Let's go.
All right, you guys, let's get pumped up. We got a couple more weeks in this year 24. Let's wrap it up going strong. Let's go into 25 with that fire, that focus, that energy. Let's go after it, make things happen. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. The time is now to prep, and let's get it.
All right, I think she's in a good place. I think she's in a place where she belongs from an energy standpoint, but she's been all about action. She has grown her business in this last year, was able to do 12 deals by herself, and now she's going to join our community to build, to grow, and to put even more deals on the board in 2025 and build her community. So really stoked to have you, Kelly. Thanks for being here. Couple things that I wanted to share as we get rolling. Now, obviously, we're going to talk a little bit about the market, but I wanted to slow down for a second, and I wanted to do just a really quick audit with everybody. I think this audit is a good way for us to just reflect and look at our business, and I'm going to take you guys through a series of a couple things. But before we get started, I wanted Vernon to read this out loud. But before we get there, let me share my screen really quick. I have some good news for you guys, and I wanted to share this because it's really, really important to us as a community. And if you're not on the team, it's okay. Bear with me. This is not a team presentation, but I want to share this with you right now. Obviously, there's over 85,000 people at this beautiful company that we are at, EXP. And as of right now, we're ranked number 2 in the entire United States of America and in the entire world for that matter. And I want you guys to know that the impact that you have, not only on the team, but the impact that you have in the real estate community. There is, tons and tons of brokerages from coast to coast, and you guys are revered. You guys are revered as the top and the best of the best. And what you guys are able to achieve day in and day out is a story of legends. And you'll hear me say the story of legends because I really believe it. I believe in it because the numbers speak for themselves. These are the receipts. These are the receipts of all the hard work of me getting on your ass and telling you to knock on the door, to create the videos, to stop sleeping on your skills, to not make any excuses. All those things that I tell you guys and share with you. Can you mute yourself, whoever's coughing, whoever's doing that? The things that I'm asking you to do, this is the receipts of all of the hard work and all of the efforts. Now, obviously, we have a couple weeks to go. We will not make the number 1 spot just because I know what Kyle has in the pipe right now. However, being at number 2 for this amazing company, I will take it and I will wear this as a badge of honor. And I'm very, very excited. So I just wanted to share this with you. I thought it was really, really important. When you guys see these numbers, if you are a team member, what does that mean to you? And I want you to take yourselves off of mute, and I want you to share with me what this means to you when you see these types of stats. Now you can take yourself off of mute.
I feel super proud. I feel super proud to have contributed to the numbers, to be in business with the team, to be able to fly that flag, but to see the numbers and know that I had a part of that, I'm like, let's go, let's do it. I'm so joyful right now seeing it.
I love it. I love it. Anybody go ahead, D?
No, it just it's a testament to our reach. This past week, I was able to connect with two other agents on our team to start partnerships on for two different clients that are out of my area. But again, that correlates to these numbers. Like we're everywhere, so we're able to do that. We don't have to partner outside of our team. We can look from within to help anybody out anywhere. So yeah, again, that's just a testament to our reach.
I love it. Anybody else have a contribution, a thought of where their mind goes when they see this? Let's see Cortez, and then anybody else, go ahead and take yourself off of mute if I don't see your hand, and let me let Oliver back in. Let's go, Cortez.
It's the same thing that I say to my clients. We're the number 2 team in the world. So what that means is I have so many resources at my hand. If it's something that I don't know, it's someone there that's going to help me. And like we say, team fast, so it's going to happen fast. So it just makes us better agents on an individual level and on a team level.
I love it. I love it. And there's a stat on here that's not on here. When we look at all of the top 10 teams in the United States of America, I think 7 of those teams are a part of Fast Forward Movement. And we're going to come out with some stats here soon of the impact that Fast Forward Movement has on EXP. And the numbers are crazy what our group is able to accomplish or has accomplished. And so I want to encourage everybody, if you're not on the Monday masterminds with Fast Forward Movement, get in those rooms, you guys. It's rare that I miss a Monday. I'll miss if I'm traveling, but I want you guys to make sure that you're in those rooms. Let's go, Otis, and then we'll shift gears on the conversation.
Oh, I gotta love it. I love the fact that, obviously being a number 2 is, it's a privilege, but I also feel like this is like the Super Bowl. We lost. We didn't retain our spot at number 1. So
yeah, loud and clear. Loud and clear. Listen, you guys, I love to win and I am driven to win, but what I enjoy more, I think what fuels me more is that I hate to lose, right? And so, yeah, we are number 2. But I look at this and say, okay, yeah, of course, how can we be number 1? We're number 2, and we're going to do the same amount of volume that we did last year with 49% less agents. And so there's a lot of components where we have definitely won. The quality of the work that you guys are doing, that per agent productivity has raised year over year. And so in a lot of ways, we're definitely winning. We're definitely number 1. But when it comes to the Bay Area, when it comes to what we are doing, we'll definitely remain number 1 in the Bay Area. But I get that, Cortez. I appreciate it. Otis, let's hear your contribution, then we'll shift gears in the conversation.
damn, I got kicked off. Do you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
I was like, what the hell happened? Well, I'll get straight to it. I just felt like it could have been a little bit better, although we were there. So let's just go harder. Like we're setting that pipeline right now. So just feeling like we could have been like right there, back there. But like you said, it is a badge of honor that we did it with less, half. That's huge. So let's pat ourselves on the back, but it's not number 1. Saying we're one of the best is not saying we are the best. So I like to do that this coming year.
Let's go. Shake and bake, baby. If you're not first, you're last. I appreciate that. So here's the thing, you guys. When we go into 2025, I want you to really think about things just a little bit differently. In 2025, we understand this at a very high level. All the stats, all the numbers are showing this across every single MLS in the United States of America. Agent count has been reduced, and agent count is going to go further and further down. So what that means is that we're projected to have more sales in 2025, less agents, more sales. So that means per agent productivity can and should go up. And what's going to happen is that we don't have to spend time with the people that are unwilling to do the work, that are just diddly-daddling, that are just hobbyists or generalists in this business. I feel that we have definitely professionalized our industry since the 17th of August. And what's happened is that the people that had no business being in this business, they're leaving. And I hope that more and more people leave, and they leave room for the professionals to step up and to take more and more market share in our industry. Because I don't know about you guys, I want to be surrounded by winners. I want to be surrounded by people that truly want to win and impact our society and our community. That's what I want. That's what we're going to see. So buckle up. It's going to be a fun year. It's going to be an exciting year. And it's going to be an opportunity for each of you to make more money as more and more agents leave this business. I don't know about you guys. I'm going to be around, and I'm going to be around for a very, very long time. And that's the hope and that's the sentiment that I want for everybody on this call. Vernon, I'm going to go over to you, big dog. I'm going to have you share what I put on the screen right here. And I want you to read this out loud for the group, and it's going to come up in 1 second. There it is. All right, let's go, Vernon.
What you do frequently becomes your frequency. If you want to know your business and life, look at your habits. That's what you do frequently. This becomes your rhythm. This rhythm becomes your pattern. The only way to break this pattern is by a behavior change.
All right, so my man, you've talked about frequency before, and I've heard you say that word in multiple contexts. And so when you read this, where do you go and how does this land for you? Talk to me a little bit about, your breakdown of what you just read.
Yeah, man, if we understand how the universe is constructed, everything functions on a frequency and on vibrations. And so what we do habitually, what we do frequently, what we think about, what we ponder on, what we focus on, that becomes the frequency that we vibrate on. And so if we want something more, if we want what the universe has for us, it's a really easy observation. Just look at our habits, and that'll tell us what frequency we're on, what rhythm we're vibing to, because that is our pattern. And if we want something to change, we have to change our pattern. We have to change our frequency and elevate our vibration. So I'm juiced, man. I love this. I love this. This is, as you know, I'm focused on frequencies and vibrations and paying attention to habits. So, man, you want to raise our frequency? Let's look at our habits. You want to elevate your vibration, change your rhythm, change your patterns and your behaviors. Let's go.
Yeah, I love this. And here's the thing I want you guys to look at and, just really be self-aware about this. When you're looking at what you do frequently, okay, let's just take it from the top of this equation. What I do frequently. Well, if what I do frequently is inconsistent, I let myself down, I don't follow through, I don't do my prospecting, I don't make videos, all these things, then that's what I'm doing frequently is inconsistency. So then what is the frequency that I'm on? I'm on a frequency of inconsistency, lack of action, all those things. And so what rhythm am I on? The rhythm that I have for business is a rhythm that I created, right? And we've said this, we'll say it time and time again. If you don't like that rhythm, if you don't like that frequency, then you need to change it. You guys are responsible for this amazing rhythm that you have in your business. And if it's not where it needs to be, and it doesn't feel like you're living up to your own expectations, then you need to have a behavioral shift in order to create something different in your business. And it is really that simple. You guys, I've said this for the last 5+ years in this business. Your consistency and your discipline will separate you in this business. Separate you. I just got back from this tour across the United States, met some amazing freaking people. And it's the same thread no matter what team, how successful, what market, it is the same thing. So you are responsible for that. And only you can change that. I'll be here to help you, coach you, support you, do anything that I can to be in your corner, but that is your responsibility. Keelan, let's go to you, big dog. And it was great seeing you, meeting your lady, and dancing with you on Saturday night. Keelan, what's your contribution?
Appreciate you. Good to see you too. And just touching in with everything that you're saying. My lady actually taught me this. You can do all the actions that you do. You can remain consistent, but energy, it really comes from emotion too. So like I know people who work hard, go out there, work. They don't truly believe in something bigger than themselves. So their emotions are in scarcity. They feel the lack. That's why they do more. You have to feel and believe also that you're going to be successful, that everything you're doing is going to pay off as well. So it's tapping in with the emotions. And a tip for doing that is journaling. Journaling will get you there, writing as if you have everything and writing as if you have everything, but how you feel about it as well. You know what I mean? So it's the emotions. Use all of those. Leverage the actions, leverage the consistency, and leverage how you feel about your thoughts, not just your thoughts.
Man, really, really powerful. I really, really appreciate everybody's sentiment on this. Like at the end of the day, if you're white knuckling through everything in this business, meaning like, oh God, all right, I'm going to make that video. oh, I got to go knuckle. If you're white knuckling through this entire business, then perhaps you don't believe in yourself and your abilities and what you're creating. You shouldn't have to white knuckle it. You should have a belief system that says, I get to do this business. I get to do this business. I get to go and make relationships and build communities and shake hands and create opportunities of wealth for my community. Like, you get to do that. There should be no white knuckling through this. Is it going to be uncomfortable at times? Absolutely. Is it going to be weird? Is it going to be clunky? Absolutely. But you should have such a strong belief that no matter what you are facing, you are pushing forward and you're persevering. So I really appreciate that sentiment, Keelan. Let's continue to cruise on. Here's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to do a quick audit with me. And if you guys are driving, it's okay. You guys can come back to this. But I wanted to walk you through this exercise, and then I'm going to put some feet to the fire during our presentation today. Here's what I want you to do is I want you to rank yourself in these 6 categories. And I want you to be real with yourself. If you were to look at your branding and your marketing right now, I want you to scale it rank it on a scale from 1 to 5. Same with your lead generation. Like, where would you rank your lead generation right now? Is it solid? Do you have a pipeline that you're adding, X amount of people to every single month? Are you solid on what's working for you? Is your social media working? Is your door knocking? Like, where would you rank your lead generation? 3 is your follow-up and your pipeline, right? It's one thing to go out and capture these leads and lead generate, but do you have a solid follow-up game that's allowing nothing to slip through the cracks? Now, we're all human. And if you allow human error to be responsible, you allow the human in you to be responsible for all the follow-up and pipeline management, then what's going to happen is human error. You have to allow your CRMs to work for you, and you have to manage that. The humans create the systems, and the systems run the business. And I want you guys to remember that. If you're lacking the systems, then you need to put that system in place to run your business. Your database. When you look at your database and the health of your database, how well is that database growing? Are you actually adding people every single month? Do you have a cadence? Do you have something to look back like, wow, in 2024, I was able to add X amount of people to my database. And out of those X amount of people, I'm actively working with X amount of people. My systems. Listen, you guys, let's call this one of the last times that we'll ever speak about this. You have to rank your systems on 1 to 5. And if you are the person on this call or in person that is perpetually telling me that I need to work on your systems and you're doing nothing about it, I no longer want to hear that conversation from you. If you say that I have to work on my systems, my question to you is, okay, what system? What is the impact on your business? And when will you deploy that into your business? That's all I want to know. I don't want to hear you guys continuously saying I need to work on my systems. What? It's been 6 months and you're telling me that you still don't have a CRM and you're just writing people down on a piece of paper and there's no automation? Put your systems in place, because you are an operator and you are a business owner and you need to treat it as such. And then last but not least, referrals and partnerships. I sat through an amazing presentation last week about building agent-to-agent referrals. And here's what I want you guys to start to study, and we're going to take a pause on this. What I want you to do, no matter what market you serve, we have people in the Bay Area, we have people in Sacramento, we have people in the Central Valley. Let's take, where's she at? Let's take Chicken Mom. So Chicken Mom moved from, AKA Brianna Tejeda. Brianna Tejeda moved from the Hayward area to purchase a home in the Central Valley because she was priced out of the Bay Area, and she's now a homeowner. And so when you think about migration reports, and you guys can do any studying on migration reports, and that information is readily available for you. What I want you to start doing is I want you to identify, if you live in Sacramento, then obviously we know that a lot of people are coming from the Bay Area, but where are the other places in the United States of America that people are coming to your city from? Those are called feeder markets. And if I can start to form some really, really cool relationships with people that are moving to Texas, or people that are moving here from other places for tech jobs or financial jobs in the city, whatever that looks like. Now, what I do is I create a system to pass on referrals, also intake referrals. And I believe that if you guys have that as a part of your flow and you build something out, just like you do have a process for your buyers and you have a process for your sellers and all the things that happen, do you have referral partners in this beautiful state, in this beautiful country that allow you to get leads at any time somebody thinks about, oh, I got a referral for Sacramento. Oh shit, that's going to Princess. I got a referral for the Central Valley. Oh shit, that's going to Samandi, right? Like you need to be that go-to person. And then what you do is you start creating videos. Hey, if you're moving from Sacramento to this area, this is the guide. Hey, if you're moving from Sacramento to Texas, here's a few things that you need to know. I also have a referral partner out there to help you with that transition. That's the beautiful thing about this company. You guys have relationships all throughout the United States of America that you can really formalize and build out your referral system to make things easier for you in 2025. Create a referral partnership system that allows you to professionalize the interaction. Because a lot of times we get a referral, hey, thanks, sign the referral agreement, and that's it. I think there's so much more to it. I'm talking to a guy on the East Coast, and a lot of you met him at our holiday heat party, Joe Cataret. That's what he does. He has built an amazing referral network, and he's getting tons and tons of referrals. I forgot the exact number of what he actually made this last year or this year from just referrals, but the number was staggering, staggering. But every time he goes to an event, he is very, very intentional about what he does. Every time he travels to go to an event, he's very intentional about what he does. The communication, the dialogue, who are the key people that he needs to talk to when he's at this event versus just sitting back in the cuts and drinking. That's what a lot of us do. It's comfortable. But he goes with an intention. He wants to see who's going to these events. He wants to communicate with them. I'm looking forward to meeting you when I'm in New York. If there's anything that you ever need, I serve North Carolina as well as South Carolina. Like being very, very intentional when you go to events, something he's doing at a high level. So let me go back to this really quick. As you guys are analyzing your business, I want you to be real with yourself. And the reason why I'm doing this is I'm going to put you guys in some groups in just a second. What I want you guys to do is I want you to Shark Tank your business. We've talked about this, but we've never done this, and now we're going to go full tilt. What I mean by that is that when you are auditing your business, when you are analyzing the business, and you're analyzing the health of your business, I want you to ask yourself a very simple question. How sellable is my business right now? How sellable is my business right now? How equitable is my business right now? And listen, if you don't have a lot of business, it's okay, but you could have an amazing system already built out. You have the traction, you have the clients, you're showing X amount of people. You don't have to have all the production to have something that's sellable. However, each of you need to analyze your business and say, if I was to walk in the door right now of Shark Tank, and let's call me the shark, you're going to stand in front of me and stand in front of your peers and talk about your business, your brand, what you have for systems that are built out. Also, what do you have in your pipeline? And based on that and what's in my pipeline, I could realistically say in the next couple months, I'm going to put X amount of business on the board. Would you want to partner with me? Now, I'm going to challenge you guys to really look at the health of your business. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into breakout rooms. You guys are going to spend 10 minutes. You guys are going to come up with a quick pitch to me. Hey, Elias, my name's Kelly. I represent the Solano County area. Here's my brand. My brand is all about fun, passion, and excitement, and value to my consumers. I serve the Solano Valley as well as, or Solano County as well as Contra Costa County. This year, I've been able to do X amount of business, and based on my pipeline right now, I have X amount of business that's in my pipeline, meaning my revenue over the course of the next 3 months will be X amount. I'm excited about this. I'm excited about the systems. This is how I nurture my people, whatever that sounds like. I don't fucking care. The point is I want you to stand on your business and be able to say, you know what? How sellable is my business? And if you can't come up with something, then maybe you don't have a business that is as good as you'd want it to be. And my hope is by doing this exercise, it allows you to say like, damn, I need to work on a few things. Or, man, look at how well my business is running right now and how stoked I am. Would somebody invest in me right now and buy my business based on what I just shared? Does that make sense, Vernon? Contributions on the conversation really quick before we go forward. Yep, you.
I think this exercise is good, Elias, because it's gonna force all of us on this call to really be in tune with our value proposition, really be in tune with our direction, and be able to articulate that at any moment. Yeah, this is a Shark Tank exercise, but we'll be able to take this content and convey it all times across the board. And that's just going to position us as, you know, professionals, experts, and those who are really serious about like our business model and how we convey that and where we're going. So man, clear direction. This is dope. I'm sure some of us are kind of nervous. You putting us on the hot seat right now, but
Hey, I haven't seen you guys for a week, so 100% I'm coming back with some heat for you guys because it's this time of year. Like, I want you to ask yourself, man, how sellable is my business right now? How equitable is my business right now based on my brand, my energy, my systems, also my pipeline. My pipeline is going to tell somebody that's thinking about investing in my business, wow, Kelly, you have 20 people that you're actively showing, 5 people that you're writing offers with, and that total volume is 5 million, and your revenue from that would be 250,000. Yeah, wonderful. That's an investment for me that I feel like I would want to move forward with. That's the mentality that I want for you and to have this exercise. We've talked about Shark Tank in your business. Now we're going to fucking do it right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend 10 minutes from now until 9/11. We're going to spend, actually 9/12. We're going to spend 10 minutes. You guys are going to be in your groups. And here's the great thing about this. I'm not going to tell anybody who's going to be the one that speaks. I'm not going to tell you. So get involved in the conversation, have some fun with it, write this out, and then we're going to come back in 10 minutes and you guys are going to share with me. And I'm going to put a couple people on the hot seat. And if you're not ready, it's okay. My hope is that you leave this and that you are thinking about your business in a different way. So I'm going to ask you to stay tuned in. There's 34 people here. I don't want to be like, oh shit, I got to go. My camera's off. No, buckle up. We're about to get intense. I'm going to break you guys into rooms right now. Any questions before we do so? Ashley Jarovich, are we good?
We're good.
All right, cool. So I'm going to automatically assign. Go ahead and hop in those rooms, opening all rooms on the count of 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here we go. Bring everybody back. The big guy, where were you at, Demi? We missed you on Saturday, bro.
Man, me and the family went to Truckee to the snow. We had a cabin up there with another family.
Oh, sick.
But crazy story though. On Sunday morning when I'm packing up the car to get ready to drive back, hella ice in the driveway, and I'm trying to walk gingerly. I slipped like National Lampoon's feet in the air, landed straight on my back.
Did you hurt yourself?
Hell yeah. I'm laying there and the other dad comes out the house and he's yelling from the stairs like, DB, you all right? Like, no, I'm not.
Oh,
but
man.
no, luckily it was just a bruise. But yeah, I missed y'all. It looks like it was a party that I for sure missed.
Yeah, speaking of parties, Ilona's the dancer.
I seen Blessing going crazy too. She looked like she had choreography or something.
I love it. I love it. All right, guys, we're back in the mix. Let me make sure everybody is back here. Okay, cool. My hope is that this exercise is a reflection. This exercise helps you stand on your principles, your game, your standards, makes you say, you know what? Put me in a room with anybody right now. And my business is sellable, it's equitable, and I know my value of my company. And listen, if you say you have values, we all do. And it's not about saying I have core values or I have values that I run my business on. That's all good and well. What's more important is how does the consumer experience those values? That's what's most important. Saying I have values is one thing, but how does a consumer experience those values is a completely different thing. All right, I need 3 volunteers, and I'm not going to wait long. And if I don't get the volunteers to throw their hand up and then walk right here, center stage on Shark Tank, then guess what? I get to just call on you guys and have some fun with this. I want to encourage people that don't often speak on Keep It Moving group coaching. Throw your hand up, get in the mix, get in the flow. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time. Who is going to be my first 3 people? Okay, I got 1. Not settling, not stopping. Who's going to be the second one? 2. And then I need 1 more before I go any further. Come on, you guys, let's keep it moving. This is not, we're dragging our feet and not going to do it. This is going to be weird. This is going to be uncomfortable, but this is why we are doing this. All right, Otis, I'm going to have you. Oh, there she is, Samani. Perfect. It went up and then it went down. I saw it. You're not off the hook now. I saw it. It was quick as it went down. All right, let's go. Joanne Bat, I want you to walk into this room. You are Shark Taking your business. Hopefully you're not driving. You are stationary. If the audio is not good, I'm just going to move on. But Joanne, let's give this a shot.
Okay, so I didn't get a chance to go. I was actually given the opportunity, but I was going to kind of give a recap of what the other people said. So,
no, I don't want to recap.
Okay.
Yep. Do you have yours ready?
No, I don't.
All right, cool. Let's come back to you in a couple minutes. Maybe once you hear everyone else contribute, maybe you'll have a better like framework, and then we'll come back to you. If not, we can do this on another occasion. Let's go, Otis, and then Samantha, you're up, and I need one more person to get in. Let's go, Otis. The door's open to Shark Tank. You are sharing with us what your business is, the health of your business. You're talking to us briefly about the numbers, and I might ask you a couple layer questions on the way. So let's go.
Okay. Push it up a little bit because we were kind of going over it as pitching it. So, but I got it. Let's go.
All right. Yeah. Welcome to Shark Tank. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go.
Hi, Elias. I just want to say thank you, first of all, for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Otis Lee White Jr. I am a real estate agent in the Bay Area, California. I present today my business. I am with eXp Realty. We are the #1 company of all of the entire world. My company that I work for and under our fearless leader, Kenny Trung, we are currently #2 across the USA. With 49% less agents this year, we were able to secure that second spot. I know that if we had that team member coverage that we'd be #1, but I'd like to explain why I'm here today. I believe if you invest the proper money and tools into me, that I could not only be a producing agent for you, but I can expand your mind into our overall business and into real estate. Is that all right with you?
That's all right with me. Yep.
All right. Currently, I just like to say the reason why I chose eXp over any other brokerages is because what the unique opportunity that it gives me as an agent, whether I should be solo or on a team, and a great team, which is Team Fast, which I mentioned, which is under our fearless leader, Kenny Trung. I personally am at $10 million right now, year to date in volume myself. I just recently tore my Achilles, so I know that if I didn't have that personal injury, that I probably would have at least did double my business. I'm going into year 4. Currently, I have did about 50% increase of my business since I started. In year 1, I did a big fat guess what? 0. But coming into the ideal of not making it as a solo agent, I took the opportunity to partner with the team and partner with Kenny Trunk's team. They are great when it becomes transitioning agents from start of the beginning of their career into getting them thriving. They have cutting edge technology. They have a great team. They have a great sales leader. They just have an overall great approach. And they're very known in the Bay Area market. Now, this Bay Area market that I'm going to tell you about, it is a highly, highly competitive market. The Bay Area market that we were fortunate to help over 500. We were over helped to almost 700 families at over about $500 million this year. As you know, a lot of brokerages this past year have done lots of negatives for what they've done in prior business. Just been a very off a year, but somehow we continue to set the bar at making sure that we don't take a decline, that we stay at par or average. And I know a shark like yourself doesn't like to take losses, right? We are able to do that because we have high cutting programs such as partnerships with Sisu, which helps us track our all of our business. So someone like you that's into tech, right? You're definitely going to want to look into that because this program is excellent for agents to keep on their daily duty activities, is calling people, keeping their business in track, basically just numbers all across the boards. We just recently got that for free, and Canva. I don't know, a lot of people don't like to use it, but
so Otis, I'm gonna pause you for a quick second, because what I'm hearing is I'm hearing a lot of great things about the team and about your organization. I think you said it was EXP. That's all good and well, but I don't really care about that. I'm here today to invest in you as a human being and as you as a producer with inside of this team. So walk us through your own financials. You said you had done $10 million in production this year, correct? Congratulations on a good year. What does that forecast look like for you in 2025, just Q1 of the new year?
Right now, I currently have about $5 million in the pipeline. I've been trying my hardest to get them in contract right now. I have about 1.5 in contract coming. Hopefully today I'm writing one for about 1.1. If not, then it takes me about, I believe, to about 750 in volume closing this year out with that 1.6, a 1.1, and another million coming. Then I have someone else that's in talks to basically sell and buy a duplex in Richmond, which would be another 1.2. And then they're going to be buying something else in probably out this way in Vacaville, which is a new build at least about $1 million. So there goes the 5 million right there in my first quarter alone, which means that I'm already going to be at half of my volume of what I was the past year. Again, I did tore my my Achilles, so it was hard for me to get around. I prevent something that the team that I'm on is 200 plus agents. So even though I wasn't able to walk or do stuff, I'm able to partner. So I'm always going to be able to make sure that I hit my metrics by making sure that even if I have to take a little loss on my personal gain on my CGI, that I'm also going to make sure that my volume is always there. Hence, that's why you see the 10 million there. I had to do a lot of partnerships this year, which I continue to do because I feel like the referral business is just only going to put my name out there and people just know working with me that they'll be able to do business. And then on the offset, I'm also going to look into planning out doing a lot of more doubling down on my own business. So my plan is to do about 10 million on my own volume and another 10 million with partnerships.
I love it. I love it. So total revenue for 2024 was what?
20 million.
20 million. So that's the volume. What is your revenue from that?
I'm thinking about to clear about, well, if I take into account some of those partnerships, I think they would take away from the 250. So I'll take about 200,000.
So 20, you said what was the total volume?
20 million.
20 million. And
should be 175, I think.
So if you're doing 20 million, your gross commission income, your revenue would be 500,000. Now, if you're taking out partnerships and everything like you were saying, maybe that number. So it's safe to say that that number is upwards of 250. What your bottom line revenue would be in 2024.
Correct.
Cool. Let's pause there. I want to get some feedback from people on the call. What are some things that you heard when he was presenting his business and the kind of the health of the business? Let's go Ashley and let's go Oliver. Ashley, what were some things that you heard that stood out?
He's very passionate about his business. He's using his tools. He's a team member that supports other. He uses his resources within his team, and everything is very thought out and specific, and he knows his numbers really well.
Yeah, really good takeaway. Oliver, let's hear from you. What were some things that you heard?
Yeah, he was very confident with what he was saying. He knows his shit, and and he likes to partner with people, which I think is great as well.
Yeah, the fact that he knows what's in his pipeline for 2025 already for the Q1, that would make me say, you know what, he knows where he's going. I can get a glimpse of what that business is going to look like in 2025 if I was to partner and to invest into Otis's business. Let's go to the friendly realtor, Christina Macias, takeaways from what Otis shared.
And I think also it's big to point out the injury because a lot of people I feel shy away from that. And that to me gave me a really human side to him. So I was like, okay, like he goes through regular life stuff. Like other people, when you get injured, it's very depressing and it can put you in a place where you're like giving up on everything. So the fact that he shared that was like, okay, he's a real person and he's still pushing forward. So I really liked what Otis said.
Amen. I absolutely love it. Otis, well done. Great job. We'll come back to you in a minute. Samandi, let's go over to you. And Samandi, for the context of this conversation, I want it to be more about you as an individual, less about the company. Now, if you want to sprinkle some things in there about having leverage and stuff like that, let's do this. But Samandi, the doors are open. You're walking into the Shark Tank. Let's go. Wonderful job, Otis. Let's go, Samandi.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm Samani Gonzalez. I am a real estate agent and a credit repair specialist. I do serve the Central Valley and the Bay Area when it does come to real estate. As far as a credit specialist, I am worldwide. What I bring to the table and for my clients is basically, oh my God, these things make me nervous.
Good. You're doing a great job.
So I was doing so good in our companies. Okay, so I'm Samantha Gonzalez. I serve the Bay Area and the Central Valley. I'm a real estate agent and a credit specialist. Basically, I've had help over 15 families this year.
Yeah, how many families did you say?
Over 15 families this year. My goal for next year is to double that. Right now, I do help hundreds of clients a month, meaning that I am a business partner and I do have a team behind me in which I have a VA and an assistant now that help me grow my businesses. So I'm going to guide you from the start point from credit all the way into home ownership. So if there's some issues that you have with your credit, I go ahead and remove the negative items. As far as where we stand, I guide you from the beginning, meaning that I will audit your credit and let you know where you stand and partner you up with the best lenders. I work with multiple lenders because I want all my clients to have that one specific lender that best fits them. And once we're done with that process, basically what I do is I move them into home ownership. I do let you guys know, like, hey, because I am so busy and I have hundreds of clients that I do have a month in 2025. I will be having business partners for pretty much 90% of my transactions. And my goal is always to match you with the best business partner. So there's no issues in the future and you're as comfortable as you can.
So Samantha, let me pause you for a quick second. I'm hearing some really good things. When you said you helped 15 families this year, how much does that equate to real estate volume?
I haven't counted everything, I'm sorry.
Okay. And so how much revenue did your business make this year and how much profit did your business make this year?
I have to get back to you.
All right, cool. So stay with me on this. And for your credit repair business, how many new clients did you intake this year? How many of them did you help?
I started with 20 clients and I'm over 600 clients at the moment.
Over 600 clients. And how long did it take you to go from 20 to 600?
Since February.
Since February of 2024?
Yes.
And over the last 24 months, what's one of the biggest challenges that you were able to overcome in your business, personal or business?
I took, as many of you know, I took a death every year since I've been in real estate, including this year. I broke my my foot. I don't have 6 bones. So a lot of challenges. A lot of what I'm doing come from the challenges that I faced and what I could have done. It's helped me grow in both businesses. I mean, from injuring myself, not being able to walk for almost a year to still kind of struggling with balance. You just got to keep going. You got to change your mindset. You know, if you have to cry, what I do is I sit on my laptop and I'm focusing because my mind just gets distracted out of that. But
wow.
I don't know.
I love this. I love this. So today, by the end of the day, send me a DM. I want to make sure that you have your numbers. I want you to know the volume that you've obviously had this year. And I'm sure you have a general idea.
Yeah, I just have to have it.
I want you to know what your revenue is. So you take the volume times that by 2.5%. That's going to give you your revenue. And from that revenue, it will tell you what your net is from that revenue. But really well done. I think that once we got into some of the personal stuff that like Christina was talking about, it made the whole presentation even more human. Let's go over to Blessing. Blessing, what's something you heard from Samandy? And let's go over to Jeff. I want to hear from both of you.
So Samandy's really clear on her numbers with the credit repair because it is something that she's handling directly, and like you've built that business from ground. So I think that it's very impressive to go from 20 to 600 in less than 10 months and still have your sanity. So great job building a business to basically be a feeder for your real estate business.
Yeah, and it shows an investor, somebody wants to buy your business, like, wow, that's a type of growth that I'm all about. So really good job. Let's go to Jeff. Jeff, what were some things that you heard from Samandy?
I mean, I like the again the numbers aspect, the confidence, she's very relatable in terms of the messaging that she had. So I mean, I think that's what this business comes down to a lot is relationships and how relatable and the old know, trust, and like thing. So that's what I really got from Samandy, that she was real and it wasn't just some pitch that she was standing up there pitching to everybody.
Yeah, God bless you, Blessing. Really great contribution. Thank you, Jeff. When we think about this, say you don't have the business growth that Otis has had, you don't have the business growth that Samandy's had. However, you have built your infrastructure, you have refined your communication skills, you have showed X amount of people in the last 30 days. You feel confident about this. You know exactly what you're doing. You've mastered your CRM. You have been a student of education. And although the numbers aren't there, I believe in everything that I'm doing and the value that I represent to my consumers, that I am on the cusp of something amazing. So yeah, by investing in me, it is a little bit of a leap of faith. But based on all the things that I've built thus far, I believe that is a leap that is going to put you in the best position to win if you're looking at investing with a partner. So you guys, I'm doing this exercise because I want you to reflect. When we did our business audit, I want you guys to really look at your business and say, okay, where are the gaps in my business? And if you're able to identify the gaps in your business, then you have a responsibility, you have an obligation, you have a duty to fix where the gaps lie in your business. And you have all the resources to do so. But if you sit on this in 2025 and say, you know what, I know I can identify my problems and I'm not doing anything about it, then it's going to be really hard for you to grow. I want to share this with you as we start to close out. The greatest muscle you can build in 2025 is going to be speed. If next quarter becomes next month, and next month is next week, and next week is tomorrow, you will make more money and you'll make it faster. Business rewards urgency. So all the things that you're thinking about doing next month, can I do it next week? Things that I want to do tomorrow, well, fuck, I'm going to do it today. I'm going to create that video tomorrow, right? I'm going to get my hair done. I'm going to do it tomorrow. What if you just did it today and you created more urgency in your business? So you guys, I thought this was a really effective, communication, effective way of doing this. We'll do more of these things. And if I can go to Kelly, who started us out, one key takeaway from our time together today, share with us.
All right. Well, first of all, I love this whole team. I love everyone's energy. I love the way I feel the support from everybody. And I'm just looking to grow with all of you, partner with all of you, and let's go 2025.
All right. So let's go back to the question though, Kelly. What was one key takeaway from our time together today?
The key takeaway is to look at my whole business as a whole and figure out where I'm weak, what I need to improve on, and plan accordingly.
That's it. That's it. You guys, we're going to continue to do these exercises. I want to put your feet to the fire, and not because I want to public shame anybody. That's not the purpose of this. The purpose is for us to be able to stand on our principles and on our values and be able to articulate that in a way that says, you know what, I do have a very sellable business. I have an equitable business right now that I'm standing on, and I can communicate that effectively to anybody that chooses to ask. And so you guys, really great job. I missed you guys. It's good to see you. Happy for everything that's happening right now. If you need anything, you know where to find me, you guys. As always, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision, and get out there and have an amazing, amazing Wednesday. Peace.
Peace.